Is it working?
I'm very comfy in my blankie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very casual.
It's very casual.
Live stream. We had an awesome day today. This is great. If you can't tell, how does it look? We're going to get better at this, but I think we're learning a lot. It's definitely brightening up in the back more than it was earlier.
Yeah.
Interesting. All the settings.
It looks the exact same to me.
We figured out how to put it through the camera, like our nice camera.
Yeah.
That we filmed some of the music videos with and stuff
like that. One of the things we've been working on in order to upgrade this experience for everybody. Yeah. So we're going to try and remember to look here.
Yep.
Instead of down here.
And so pardon for our relaxedness.
I just woke up from a nap.
I'm letting my beard kind of do its thing right now. I'm letting the line catch up. I'm going to be a little burly for a while, but don't worry. It'll look nice again, I promise.
You're on one about your beard right now. You've talked about it every day.
I'm so excited. I'm going to cut the whole thing.
Why are you so insecure about your beard right now?
I don't know, because
it looks great.
Yeah. So
you're very handsome.
I just appreciate y'all. You know, I want to look my best for you. But it's been an awesome day. We went with Jason and Trina.
Yeah.
To
Titus said.
We went to the Renaissance Fair. I'm sure most of y'all saw that.
Yeah. That's how we spent our morning.
And the little girl Ellie. We have such a good time with her. Jason wrote most of the stuff I've been releasing lately.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay, so before we begin, before we discuss anything, I would like to remind everybody that this is a Superfan only live stream, and that includes the information that we discuss here, okay?
Yep.
Anything that we discuss here should not be posted or talked about other places. That includes, but is not limited to, the comment section of Reactors videos. I love you guys. I'm getting really tired of seeing full breakdowns of private conversations that we have with y'all in the comment section of Reactors videos.
Yep.
If we talk about it here, it stays here, okay? So, with that being said, I guess we'll just jump right into the new levels.
Yep.
Okay, so I took a nap and did not think about how I was going to talk about this, which I normally do ahead of time. Normally I sit down and I'm like, okay,
I was like, wait, we didn't even set up an order for this. We were like, let's just go live.
We just went live. So I'm going to go through these. Bear with me. It's probably going to happen in a very ADHD fashion that you don't normally see. It is normally there. I just normally organize it before you see it. I'm going to go through all of these. After I go through all the levels and all the talking points that we have about the levels, we will then take questions about the Superfans.
Sure. I also think it's hilarious. All the dogs are like,
but both of them. He's trying to climb.
You're talking, Mom, and you're talking like there's people here.
Yeah.
Are people coming? What's happening?
He's trying to climb on my lap, and I'm overstimulated.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so also let's just say, by the way, I guess we haven't really said this. We're finally ready. You guys, I guess you guys know this to some degree. We're finally ready to relaunch this whole place, right? It's been a long time in the making. This incredible woman has spent a lot of time working on this with me for all of us. And I'm so grateful for the journey that we're all about to take together as we really try hard, because it's now that we're at home. I can just speak freely here. I love you guys. Now that we're here, sometime in the next few months, I'm going to be, done with Home Free, on the road and all that sort of stuff. Like, I'll be out of the time commitment that it is to be in that incredible band.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be here spending my time with you and these animals. And I'm so excited because I love being home so much. I love figuring this out together. Today at the Renaissance Fair with Jason and Trina, his wife, and their little girl, Ellie. It was such an awesome time, such a great experience. I was just grateful the whole time because it feels like a new season,
Yeah.
I feel like my tribe is all coming together.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful, y'all.
Because you're a part of that tribe.
And so we're here. We're going to relaunch the Superfans all again. Just like imagine it across the screen in our live stream studio, just Austin Brown, Amberly Brown. Maybe we call it something, the Browns. I don't know. we'll figure out that stuff as we go. But
this is an ADHD live stream, guys. I didn't even know we were going to be talking about that.
Well, I know. It's like, because she's going to be talking about the levels. We're going to be doing live streams more often. That's in one of the levels. We're going to be doing this, publicly and behind the scenes more often. But we're going to have we're excited about like being able to build a schedule and have a routine. Mm-hmm. That's like, it's, as you guys know, we're ADD. So we just kind of jump right in.
Yeah. So again, anything that we talk about here stays right here. If we wanted the random people on the internet to know about it, we would post about it publicly.
Absolutely.
So please.
And we will eventually, but this is not that time.
Please, everything that we discuss here, all the new levels, all the massive, truly massive piece of information that we're going to give you at the end of this live stream, all of that must stay here. Please also hold each other accountable. I have a couple of the same people that have been helping me with emails also are scanning other Facebook groups and things like that to make sure that our information here is not being shared other places.
We got a team.
YouTube, everywhere. Please be aware that if you are sharing Superfan information outside of the Superfans, your membership will be canceled. Okay. I'm so sorry. I don't want to have to harp on it, but it's gotten really bad lately. Okay.
You're a boss.
And I am anxious because I don't like being mean and I don't want to have to kick anybody out of the group. So please stop sharing.
But boundaries are cool and we're going to see to them.
Yeah.
So
so here we are.
It is what it is. I love you all. You have been warned.
So again,
and appreciate
I just am going to repeat myself 22 times on this thing, apparently, because ADD. I'm going to go through all the levels. I'm going to go through the talking points. Everything that we can think of that we need to share with y'all about these levels. And then after that, we will take questions. Okay. So before rapid firing questions in here, we are not going to be looking at
we can't keep up. We don't have anybody working with us right now doing this with us.
No, it's just going to be us.
It's just us. And that's how I prefer it for now. Maybe one day we'll get there, but I don't even know because I like reading the comments.
Yeah.
When we get there, right? Like you guys can talk with each other. That's awesome.
Right.
We can't read the comments yet.
We will get there, and hopefully by the end of this extremely long spiel that you're about to get, I will have answered the question that you already thought about. If you need, take a moment right now, pull out your phone, open a note, get a sheet of paper and a pen if you're like me and you like to write things down, okay?
We're going to school, y'all.
And we're going to write down all of our questions, and then if I answer them, you just mark it out. And at the very end, before we give you the real big announcement, we will talk about in the stuff. So let's jump in here. I got mine.
This is fun. I love doing this with somebody. This is great. I love it. This is so fun.
So I'm going to go ahead. I guess we should just go through the new levels first. This was the biggest request. For those of you who reached out to me via email, I know you saw it, but pretty much all of the middle levels have been sold out on the website. So anything that's higher than, I think, the MP3 level and lower than life coaches, right? Which is the $500 level. Good. All those middle blocks have been sold out for a while. All of those middle blocks, those levels will no longer exist. Okay. If you are one of the people that is currently on one of those levels, you can stay there. All right. That level is going to be just for you. Okay. We will not allow anybody to sign up there. So if you cancel your membership or if your membership gets canceled, you cannot sign back up at those levels for those OG prices. Again, some of those perks are going away. Mm-hmm. They will not exist anymore outside of the people that are currently at those levels. We are not forcing anyone to move any levels.
Absolutely.
With that being said, though, if you want the new perks, you will need to be on one of the new levels. Okay. So if you're staying at one of the OG levels, you will receive the OG perks. If you want new perks, you have to join one of the new levels. All right. And that's with the exception of a few things that I can send you via email, but the stuff that gets posted on the site, I can't also email out to 1,000 people. So new perks, sign up for a new thing. If you want to stay where you're at because you're happy with the current level and the price point, stay right there, buddy. We got you. Okay. All right. So let's begin.
I'm excited. This is when we need like a drum roll. or like we have.
So
like
the $5 level is staying group access. The only change that will be coming to the $5 level is some extra perks.
Oh, right, because some things we're talking about, I guess.
Let me finish.
Well, yeah, you go
I
ahead.
love you.
Okay, right.
Let me finish.
I love you.
This will get totally out of control.
I got it.
If we start throwing in random. Here, do you want a sheet of paper?
No.
Do I need to give you a sheet of paper and a pen?
I got it.
Like I gave to them?
I'm here.
Okay.
You got it.
So we will now be offering every single Superfan will get a discount to the shop. Okay. For now, that's not going to include merchandise. There is a reason why it's not currently including merchandise. One of those reasons is all the merch is old. We haven't done any new things, which will change soon. We'll tell you about that at the end because it's a part of the big news. Eventually, it will include the. But I can't.
Okay, yeah,
I can't.
I got you.
I can't.
Guys, mom's talking. We gotta focus. Okay.
5% discount to the shop. It does not include merch. It will include merch later. But for the shop, video messages, Zoom calls, all of those things, you are going to get a 5% discount, period. For anything that gets added to there. Okay? That's where we're at. Also, this is not applicable now, but it will be applicable at some time in the future. Any Superfan, period, at any level will get early access to any tickets. So if Austin does a show somewhere random, you will get early access to those tickets if he's headlining that show. Okay. Right. So like if something happens.
Sidebar, I think we will say that like eventually I will be doing some shows, but
we'll few and far between
intensely, right?
There will never be a block of shows.
2 or 3 weeks of shows a year or something like that.
Yeah.
A year and a half from now and onward eventually. Like that's what, so we're adding that to that level because we will get there together.
Correct.
There are currently no plans for any shows except for there's one show that I've been asked to sing 2 songs at.
Right. In December. That is not a headlining show. It doesn't count. We don't.
And we'll tell you about that when we find out. I was like, I can go do one show and sing 2 songs at one show.
Yeah.
And get a little, that'll be fun.
So I'll tell you more about that headlining shows, you'll get early access to tickets. That will not happen anytime soon. When it does happen, we will make a big hoopla about it. Absolutely. You will know.
For headlining shows that are only
it's the same way if you are
know.
on Home Free's Patreon, how you get a code to early access, it will be the exact same thing, but for Austin.
But right. And so we're not making a big deal about that though right now because that is far into the future.
But I did want to let you know that it will happen. It's a part of the new perks.
Part of the plan, and we've got other folks that we're working on this plan with. So like, but we'll fill all that in. Yeah. So just give them a little salt bay and some little information.
Yeah, but we got 2 sheets of information, and that was one.
And you'll all be able to see this very clearly.
Yeah.
This is not, the only time you'll see. Oh, what did she say? You'll get all this. It'll be typed up. It's nice.
Well,
and, presentational.
We'll let you know when this launches. It's within the next week, so probably in the next day or 2, you will start seeing these levels on the site.
Yep.
So next up, we are going to be doing the same thing that we have been doing, but a little bit differently for our video, early access to video, and our early access to MP3s. Okay. So we have got the originals, we've got the covers, and we've got do both.
Boom.
Okay. So you get to choose. There's some people that are like, I don't really care about the original music. I'm just here for his covers. Cool. We've got a section. You can just get early access to the cover videos and you get a copy of the cover MP3s. If you're like, I don't care about the covers, I only want the originals. Cool. We got a video level. We got a MP3 level.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to do both. If you want both, did you like that?
I see what you did there.
If you want both, you will be able to sign up for that level and get both covers and originals. All right.
Because we will be doing all that stuff. And that's like, it's probably more originals than covers, but we're doing all of them. And
we're going to be planning to go back to doing regular covers.
Like this is just get ready. Y'all buckle up because a year from now, y'all are going to be like, how did he make that much music?
Yeah. We got a lot. We got a lot back cataloged.
I'm excited. Oh, it's fun. I can't wait.
So if you are currently on the early access to videos level or the early access or the copy of the MP3 level, your level is automatically becoming the covers. Okay? That level, the Home Fries and the official Joy-Filled Superfans. I think those are, $10 and $14. Those levels are becoming the originals, or not, excuse me, the covers, okay? There will be a do both, and there will be the other one. But in order to get the do both, or if you're like, I don't want the covers,
right,
I just want the originals, we can switch you off that level. It's going to be the same process that it's always been to switch levels.
But again, you
I
guys
do
don't have, to change
video
anything.
Tutorials for you to do that if you need it.
Right.
All right. But your level is becoming the covers. Okay. Again, we're staying with the 10 and 14. So for the covers and for the originals, the videos, $10 a month. MP3s, $14 a month. For the do both, the videos is $18 and the MP3s is $25. Okay. So it's less than what you'd pay to sign up for both. We just wanted to give y'all an option to not have to sign up for 2 levels and access 2 things and be crazy about it, right?
Boom.
That's where we're at. Everybody on those levels, remember, as we go, you're going to get everything that's on the lower levels too. So you'll get early access to tickets. You're going to get the 5% discount on the shop items. All right. So it's just stacking up as we go. All right. Do you have anything that you want to add about that level?
No, I think you're slaying. I just I love, obviously you guys obviously you guys can see, I've been working with Sebi a lot on originals and covers, but more covers with Sebi, some covers with Steven too. And even Jason wants to do some covers, but we're going to do, these covers are going to be a much higher level. Yeah. Right. Than we have been doing in terms of the production of the music. Like, it's not just like one instrument and like one vocal track and we're done, you know? But yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I'm just excited. Like we have we're doing both of those things.
I'm trying to give you your moments to
I know, right?
talk.
Well, my ADD is like, wait, no, I said it all. No, I'm just repeating myself. Okay. We did it.
I have to hyper focus on this hard to be able to get through.
Hey guys, by the way, thanks for helping us learn how to do this, right?
Yeah.
So because that's what we're just okay, right. We should make a list because we forgot to do that this time of how does this go down?
Yeah, I mean, I did have a list, but normally I go over the list right before we talk.
No, right.
So
when we were just
but I took a nap.
We just went for it today.
Okay. Moving on then.
It's been a good day. It's been a good day.
So we're gonna move up into now what is the new middle levels. Now, anything from here on out, I did want to go ahead and tell y'all, we want to keep all of these perks very exclusive. We don't want them to be 1,000 people at each level.
Right.
So from here up, we are limiting the amount of spots per level. Okay. Sure. Only a certain amount of people can sign up for that level, on each one all the way up. Absolutely. And the reason for that is, again, we don't want any of these perks to be 1,000 people. Right. It doesn't seem, it's not fair
for sure
to y'all. We want to make sure that
But I will say though, that for us in the long run, right, as we conceptualize of what does AustinBrownMusic.com become? What does this become, in the long run when we think about the future, right? We are trying for the first time since you guys have either found us just sort of organically along the way, or
you were part of the OG Patreon group.
Drop a thing in the chat and let me know if you've been here the whole time. There's a lot of you here who are those folks. Okay. Yeah. So you can see, you'll remember what we were talking about back then and how we've grown to now. Yeah. And now we're looking forward again, right? Yeah. We want to grow just the base level of the community, the people that just get to access our private Instagram, right? Or the private Facebook group. That is a channel through which we don't share our normal selves, right? Yeah. Normal's the wrong way to put it. Our whole selves, right? The internet is a place where you craft everything so intentionally as an artist or entrepreneur. And we're both of those things, right? So when we post something on TikTok, when we post something on our public Instagram or on our public Instagram stories, Facebook, Twitter, all those other places, there's a real intention behind it. And we have to filter it, right? In a way that we don't do here. We don't filter ourselves here in the way that we do everywhere else, right? So with that said, we want to grow AustinBrownMusic.com for the first time ever. We haven't promoted it before because it always felt like I didn't feel good inside trying to promote AustinBrownMusic.com while also being in home free. Yeah. I'm not trying to muddy that water while I'm in the band, right? Of course, that's just like respectful, honorable. You know what I mean? I'm focused on it, right? But now, for the first time since COVID, because it makes sense why it happened, we're going to actually try and grow this community intentionally.
Yeah.
Specifically, at the bottom level, right? We just want people to join and just start paying attention, right? Because if they see what we're about, you know, they'll get what this community is about, right? And when I say we, and I look at her, I don't mean just her and I, right?
Yeah.
I mean her and I mean these dogs, I mean all of you watching at home, like experiencing this life moment with us, right? Like nobody could do this for a living 30 years ago, right?
It's crazy.
Like we've discovered that, like, oh, you guys will like be here with us as we figure this out, you know?
But in that, we also don't want to muddy the waters for y'all where perks that should be exclusive and not, you know, as we go through these, I'll explain more because you don't know what perks we're talking about. We're trying to add volume to, you know, the $5 level, but we are going to keep this exclusive because there's only a certain amount of spots.
Right.
Once those spots are full, it's going to show sold out on the site.
Absolutely.
Just like it is currently. And another spot will not open until somebody cancels. Deal? All right. Are you ready to hear the next level?
Absolutely. I feel like a weight has been lifted. Titus just got up and moved over. He was like, okay,
like,
I'm done cuddling.
He's like painting me like
now
one
I
of your
have
French
so
girls.
much. That was great.
Next level. These are very randomly named, sort of, I guess. They're
not randomly named. I think they're named well.
Well, all right. I pulled it out from where the sun don't shine.
It makes total sense.
Okay, so next level is the bronze level at $45. Okay, so again, it's going to include everything from below, and from here on up, it's do both on everything. Okay, so all of these levels have access to the covers and the originals. All right. We are also going to allow you to vote on cover songs. Okay, because we have a board back there.
So much is written.
I'm going to post it on Superfans after this. It is the most terrifyingly cluttered board, and that's not even including.
That's how my brain works.
All of the emails that I've gotten. I have a specific email address that all of the covers, like requests, are sent to.
Sure, right.
So,
because you're brilliant.
We can't make decisions on that. It's so hard.
Because don't get me wrong, and it's not going to be for every single cover, right?
It'll be for 99.9%.
I want to.
We're going to narrow the list down. We are going to send you a link via email. So this is very important. Make sure the email address that you use on your membership is one that you have access to.
Yep. I'm excited.
We'll send it via email, and you can actually vote on which cover song you want Austin to do. We're going to be taking y'all's requests. We're going to be going through that list.
And I'll do my favorite ones for sure too.
Yeah. And so hopefully we reach the point that we just have so much time to make so much music that you're getting multiple of these a month.
At that point, ladies and gentlemen.
For the bronze level, you are also going to receive a sneak preview of originals before TikTok and everybody.
Yeah, before anybody
can see it, anybody
anywhere, we're going to show it to you.
Now, there's going to be a lot of like asterisks that you'll see on the site of just like, hey, because I have learned if I don't clarify something ahead of time, I get an email about it. Okay.
Sure, right.
So what you're going to be hearing is probably not going to be the final audio of a song. Right. It may be at first because we have a backlog. Right? We have a backlog of songs that are already complete.
We got so many songs.
So many original songs.
I'm so excited. That's why this works.
But once we reach the point that we have gone through those and we have shown y'all those, we cannot promise that what you hear is going to be the final version. It's probably going to be a demo.
The point is that you'll hear the journey.
Yeah.
You're
going to hear the journey. We're going to talk about the idea of the song, where it came from, why he wrote it. Things like that. You're going to get a sneak peek of all of that.
Yep.
That's the $45 bronze level. All right. We're going to move on to copper.
Bangarang.
$60 copper level. All right. So again, this includes everything from before, including the bronze level. But we are also going to be doing, and we're bringing them back because it was the #1 requested thing that we bring back. We're going to be doing quarterly live stream Q&As.
Yep.
These are going to be a little different than they were before. Okay. Back when we had the live stream level, it was when you and Steven were still partnered.
Yep.
And it was very difficult to get them both together at the same time. But if you can't tell, it's not difficult to get me and him together. So here we are. This is, again, going to be limited. It's going to be a very small number of people who are able to access this live stream with us. Another difference to make it even better is as we send out the live stream link in advance, there will also be a form. You can submit your questions that you really want answered on the live stream ahead of time.
Yep.
Because I'm going to try and
that doesn't mean
remove
there
the
won't
chaos.
Be like a Q&A question.
Right, there will be.
Yes.
But
like,
it's not all going to be the chaos of trying to scroll through the thing. We will have a list of questions that you've submitted in advance, ones that you really want to know. Now, if there's 10,000 questions that come through, we might not get to all of them, okay? Absolutely. So I cannot guarantee that if you send a question, we will get it. Also, if it's inappropriate or something that we can't talk about, we won't answer it, okay? So just a couple, he's trying to make it more comfy for him. He does
this.
So just trying to make it easier, make it more streamlined for y'all. That's also very helpful for the people who will not, like, if you can't join live, right? Like, if that's a big thing that you're like, I'm going to have to watch it back later, what's the point of Q&A if you can't ask a question, right? So I will have that available for you to submit your questions, and we will be able to answer them. And then when you watch it back later, your question will be on the live stream, and we will answer it for you. Okay? So.
And that doesn't mean we won't do live streams here still. Yeah. Or like in the Superfan, like there's going to be a regular schedule.
There's going to be a regular schedule of things, but we are doing a quarterly live stream for this level specifically. And it'll be this level, obviously, and the higher levels because it includes everything else. Yeah. But that's for those of you that were on the live stream level before, you remember it was very, very, very personal. There was not very many people in that live stream. Interesting, you know. Also on this level, we are going to be doing names in the credits of the covers and the original music videos.
That's something that a lot of the guys that we follow, other folks that we follow on Patreon, like we look like Jeff and other folks, you know, like so many.
I hyperfixate one night and stayed up till 6 a.m. looking through thousands of Patreon accounts.
That's what it seems like. Right?
Just no, it really was thousands of Patreon accounts. I found some celebrity burner Patreons, which was really fun. Anyways, don't ask. It was strange. But yeah, we went through, and that was pretty much on every single Patreon we came across. Right. I'm talking podcasts, music, like anybody that's on there for anything, streamers, it doesn't matter. Every single one of them had this level. And I was like, you know what? That doesn't feel like just a level to me, but that feels like something that we can add on to these higher levels. So mind you, this is for videos that have not already been filmed. Okay. So by the time this comes out, we may or may not have some videos already filmed. I know there's for sure one in the pipe. Actually, technically there's two.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The cover and the original.
That's right. We'll get there.
They're already in the pipe. Obviously, your name will not be in those because they're already uploaded to YouTube.
And they were filmed well before.
Yeah. So just to note there, because I don't want somebody to be like, this video came out and my name's not in it. And I'll be like, it was filmed 8 months ago. I don't know what you want from us. So yeah, that's the $60 copper level. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you're knocking it out of the park.
Okay, perfect. Wait, I do need actually let me just touch on this because it just when I said that, it came into my mind. So I do want to specify this. Going back to the originals and the do both, early access to videos. So as you guys know, we have been doing and we will still continue to do the music video funds. If we have a really big video that we need to film, we're going to film pretty much all of the covers ourselves, just like we used to, if we can. Well, but if we have to do a music video fund, here's how that gets released. Let's take Hers Ain't Mine, for example, right? The people on the music video fund who paid for the music video to be made get it first. They also get the extra perks of the behind the scenes and all that other kind of stuff, which we've got to finish the behind the scenes on that. I say we, but I just need you to film one thing with me and then I can finish it.
Yep.
They get all of that, right? They will get it first because they funded it.
Right.
Then y'all will get it if you are on the do both or the originals level.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Then it'll be released to the public. So it's going to be a trickle system. You will not get the behind the scenes. No, that's a perk solely for the people who are there. And honestly, when we do music video funds in the future, we'll probably add a couple extra perks to that just to make sure that there's different levels, right? So that's how that'll work. So like, say you're like, man, I just don't have the extra money, but I really want to see this video early. No problem. You're on that level. So that being said, there may or may not be a certain music video right now on the originals level. So when you sign up, they are on there. Okay. There is a brand new cover that nobody has seen.
That's right. And it's honestly a special one.
It is.
Because it's not just me.
It's not just you. So there's a brand new cover that's on there. You guys cannot see that yet because obviously your level, that's going to be it. But once we do the announcement of when this is going to launch that day, they will be available on there. So you're not just logging in to an empty website. There are things on there for you to see. Anyways, so that I just thought about that with the name and the credits on both kind of thing. So that's also, if you don't donate like music video fund videos and all, your name is in the credits. Yep. Okay. Music video fund people that fund it, their name will not be in the credits. Just you. That should answer your question, hopefully. All right. We made it through one sheet. Next sheet. Okay. Moving up.
And again, you can't read it, but I'll show you. You'll all get to see this. Oh, look at that. You'll all get to see this very nice and clear.
Anyways. Okay. So next, we are going to move up to the silver level. All right. $125. Again, you're going to receive everything that was on there before, including the quarterly live stream and the name and the credits. You are also going to receive 2 free video messages annually from Austin and I together.
Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet, man.
So yeah, we're trickling in video messages for the levels on that. So you're going to get 2, not singing. I will not sing for you. I love you.
Maybe one day.
You will not. I will not sing for you. So no singing, no accompaniment. These are just the like talking, hanging out. We'll make it as long as you want.
He told somebody, he was like, yes, she can sing. I had her right yesterday. It was awesome. We'll talk more about that later.
So, and 2 video messages annually on this level.
Yeah.
You are also going to get 1 annual 15-minute meet and greet Zoom call with Austin and I. Okay. So if you're on this level, we will have a powwow with you once a year. Hey, whatever you want.
Yep. 15 minutes of your time.
15 minutes of your time, whatever you want that 15 minutes to be, you get a meet and greet with us. We want to make sure that we're really getting more personal with y'all.
Because it's nice when we see you in the real world.
Right.
You know,
to know and to have an established.
Knowing your face is so. Yeah. It makes it more real. It makes it more personal.
I've experienced that with a lot of super fans back when I would still go out in the crowds.
Guys, I love you. She's so much better at it than me. Like she sees people in a way that that's why I love her. You know. So. Yeah.
I just had to stop going out in the crowd during home free shows because people would grab me.
Yeah, people are grabbing stuff.
And when people grab me, I want to punch them in the face, and I can't punch people in the face.
Gotta have boundaries. So, but this is helping.
But yeah, that was so 15 minutes once a year. We're gonna check in with you via Zoom, chat, say hi.
Boom.
You can tell us whatever you want to tell us. If you got a question, we'll answer it. Whatever that means to you.
Totally.
Okay. Also, with that level, and now mind you, with some of these levels, we are gonna enact you have to be a member of the level for a certain period of time in order to access these perks.
Absolutely.
Because some people like to scam the system and they like to sign up and
had a lot of that at the beginning. I learned real quick. I was like, oh, okay. I got to just have boundaries.
Yeah.
Because folks think they're slick.
Yeah.
You know, but
they're not slick with me.
And none of them are here. So
yeah, you will not get that past me. So in order to do that, there's a 3-month minimum. Okay, you got to be with us for 3 months on that level to get the Zoom call. Yep. I don't need somebody paying that once and then flagging it with their credit card and getting the Zoom call and saying mean things to me.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear. Anyways, also with a 3-month minimum and an active membership in December, we're going to be doing yearly signed Christmas cards.
Hey, with us and the dogs and the cats.
He is very excited about it.
I will love this idea so much. It's going to be so much fun. We'll go to Sears or JCPenney.
Can we go to JCPenney's and do the overall pictures like I have of me and my brother as a kid?
Yes, I want to do it so much.
Anyways, so with that, I did put a thing on the site that's like, depending on your location and when we get them out, you might not get them by the holidays, because I don't need to put that level of pressure on myself. But you will get a physical. This is not a digital. Yes. It is a physical
postcard,
Christmas card from our family, signed by Austin and I, that comes directly to you.
Yep, right.
Again, 3-month minimum on that, and you have to be active in December, because I can't keep up with it for a full year.
For sure.
Okay. So what will happen is at the beginning of December or maybe late November, I'll reach out to everybody, make sure that I have the correct name and address and all of those things.
Yep.
Also, that's the other, I'm being ADHD. For the name in the credits, it is the name on the account on the site.
Yes.
So if you're using some strange name there,
I wish I knew one off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can change the name on the site. I've got a video tutorial for that as well that I will send you. But once that goes live, it is the account names that will go in there.
Boom.
All right. So same thing here. I'm going to reach out to make sure your address is right. But don't be mad if I write Joanna and you like to go by Joe because your name on the site is Joanna. Okay.
Love you guys.
Do we have
little things? Your attention to detail is legit.
That's why Luke loves me.
Yeah. Right.
But we'll discuss that later.
Right.
Okay. Next level. Gold. We're working our way up. $250 for the gold level. It includes everything. But instead of 2 video messages yearly, you get 3. And instead of 1 Zoom call yearly, you get 2.
Yep.
Okay. Also with that, you get to text with Austin directly.
Yep. And
now,
this doesn't change the level for anybody who happens to be on it right now.
If you are on the OG texting level, again, you will stay there.
And it's been turned off for a long time.
It has been turned off for a long time. I think we only have a couple people there.
Yeah,
but if you are on the OG texting level, stay there.
Doesn't change the thing for you.
Doesn't change the thing for you unless you want the other perks like the Christmas card and all of those other things. Absolutely. Then you'll have to change. But if you are on the OG texting level where the main perk was just texting,
thank you.
You can stay there. Now with the texting level, I am putting a blurb on the site for everybody to see. We do not use the same service that other artists like Home Free uses. Community.
Community, right, yeah.
Where it's a website that you're texting and anybody can answer you.
Right. And honestly, it's going to be like this long before it's AI. And I will never do that. Don't get me wrong. AI is an awesome tool, but I will never use a bot to communicate.
We're never going to tell you that you're texting him and you're not texting him.
That'll never happen.
He has a second phone. I don't know if we've ever told y'all this. This man has 2 phones. Yeah. Okay? Because we weren't going to give out like a childhood phone number.
All
right?
Right. Absolutely.
We have the personal phone and the work phone.
Yep.
When you text the number on that site, it does not go to an app. It does not go to a website. There is no way anybody else can access it. It goes to his cell phone.
Yep. Straight to me.
Okay? With that being said, this man is busy. He is also extremely ADHD.
I only lost the phone once.
He hyperfixates. I posted that on Superfans of where I found it.
I know. I was using it.
And mind you, he reached out, the people that were on the texting level that he talks to with regularly, he reached out to them via Instagram and was just like, hey I don't know what's going on, but I can't find this phone. Okay.
I lost my phone
now. So.
And it was here all along.
We are going to ask that you be patient. There are times that he hyperfixates and forgets to text people back for 48 hours. That happens sometimes, totally. Okay? So if you join the texting level, if you up it, please be patient. Also, if you are aggressively texting, if you are saying anything that makes him feel uncomfortable, I will hurt you.
Yeah.
And also,
again,
your
very
membership
rare
will be
thing.
canceled,
Yeah,
and
you're
you
out
will not
immediately.
receive a refund.
Yeah, and no apologies ever either.
I don't know
It's
why
out.
I'm saying
It's gone.
this is practice, not for y'all, because y'all wouldn't do this. This is practice for
Totally.
me telling new people
Right.
about the levels.
Because it's 100%. If anybody abuses that, it's going to be a new person. 100%.
So,
and they're just gone immediately. So,
whew. Anyways, so that is that level. So that is gold, $250. Okay. Next up, platinum. This is our life coaches level. So not much changes here. There is a few extra perks I'll go over. Instead of 2 video messages, you also get 3. Yeah, you get everything from before, 3 video messages. Instead of a 15-minute Zoom call, you get a quarterly one-on-one Zoom call, just you and Austin. Which is awesome. For at least an hour. That says it on here. You told me to put that.
yeah,
1 hour
absolutely.
minimum.
For sure. That's what it is.
Okay. But I'm pretty sure the people or person that's on that level, it definitely goes more than an hour. I know because I've been here and I needed to ask you a question and I'm just like, you're coming up on 2 hours. When am I going to be able to ask him this question? But I also love those people, so I understand.
Yeah, for sure.
So texting with Austin, quarterly one-on-one Zoom call. And then after you've been a member for a year on this level, because we can't trust everybody.
Right. Well, because this is a special privilege.
This is a special privilege.
Yeah.
You are going to be able to pick yourself the cover song, one cover song for the year.
I'll
if you have just been dying for Austin to sing a specific song,
I'll sing it for you. You got it.
And it will be an official cover that goes on the website. There will be a music video made for it, and it will go on YouTube.
Yep.
Okay.
The whole thing.
But that's after a year, because anybody that new signs up, I need to make sure that I can trust them. I have trust issues with this, if you can't tell.
No, absolutely. For sure.
We've got.
Absolutely. So.
All right. Diamond. So this is the current Your Majesty's level. So the difference on this one, instead of 3 video messages, you're getting 4 a year. And again, these are from Austin and I. We'll both do them. Now, you can, if you're like, I only want a video from Austin, absolutely. There's an area that you can specify that you just want Austin. I also, now that I think about it, it's a little bit weird.
If somebody's a fan and they want me to say whatever you want, whatever, if it's for a friend.
I also put a thing on there that was like, if you don't want Austin and you just want Amberly to spit random animal facts at you, she will do that.
Hey, but people have been asking, people have been like, I want to do a Zoom call with you. It hasn't been an option on the website from the video call messages. So I'm like, you should put it up there, because we've had more people recently be like, I would love to just spend time with Amberly. She is a whippersnapper, y'all.
I just don't.
So if you ever just want to connect with her, we're going to make sure that she has to put that up there, because I know somebody wants to. I've already heard it from more than one person. So it just should be available.
It just feels like your thing. And I don't want to add
I know
to your thing.
It's not. That's your thing. This is our thing. It's all our thing, literally. So that should be there for folks, because we're a power together. Okay. And regardless of who's grabbing the reins in the moment, it's 2 separate things, what I mean? And sometimes people want to talk about animals, and I don't know about animals, but you do. And sometimes people want to talk about music.
I know lots about animals. I got to tell Jason facts about cicadas today, and it made me happy.
There will be the random available, because obviously we don't have an unlimited supply of these. We've built a siphon, or whatever the right phrase is, where we go on the calendar and we
set aside some days.
Cipher. Yeah. That's the word we're looking for. So it's we've got it figured out, and we're like, this is manageable in a way that can be fun, because we can actually, connect personally, but not be overwhelmed, because that was the balance the whole time, on the road with Home Free and touring, and trying to balance these 2 things. It was something that it took us a while to learn how to do it, and now here we are, and it's just it's so exciting. Yeah. Okay. I'm rambling because I'm excited again, but.
All right. So again, you're going to get texting with Austin, yearly Christmas card, 4 video messages. Instead of a quarterly one-on-one Zoom call, you're going to get a monthly one-on-one Zoom call with Austin if you were on this level. Okay. So this is Your Majesty's. It's now diamond at the $1,000.
Yep.
Okay. You're going to be able to pick a cover once a year with a minimum 6-month membership instead of a year. So if you've been on it, that counts towards your minimum membership.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if you've been on there, if you've been on any of these levels forever.
Right.
Also with this, you are going to get dinner with us at least once annually.
Right.
After you've been a member for a minimum of 6 months.
Right.
Okay. There were some people that thought that they had to be a member for a full year. But I don't.
Yeah.
Not
this
a
makes
full
sense. This totally makes sense.
I feel like this
Absolutely,
makes more sense.
Makes sense.
So at least once, while we're there, we're going to be doing a lot of. I'm going to be dragging him to different wildlife rehabilitation facilities, even when he's done traveling for home free.
Hashtag vlogging.
So, if we're in your area, if you're in our area, at least once a year. At least once a year, we'll make it happen.
Awesome.
Dinner with us.
Yep. That's
Okay.
it. So I think we're
So
there.
those are the levels. Now let me go through anything that might answer the rest of your questions. Okay. We are going to be, let's see, I already did the 5%. Oh, wait, no, here we go. We'll have discounts on merch eventually. We talked about that. We added a new payment option.
Right. This is something we saw a lot of other people doing.
Yeah,
I
got like 4 or 5 emails about this too.
Oh, yeah,
that I was
right.
just like,
you told me you
yeah.
were getting emails about people asking if this could be an option. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
so there are people that
why
wanted
not?
to pay annually versus monthly. It was easier for them with how they do their finances. We are now going to be offering a yearly payment.
Mhm.
It will be on the site. You just select it and you will get a 5% discount on the total year if you pay yearly upfront.
Mhm.
Also, very clearly with that, if you pay the yearly upfront, all those minimum months that you have to be a member, canceled.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Immediately.
If you pay for the full year, you don't have to wait 3
I ain't
months to
thinking
get a
about
Zoom
that.
call. Okay.
Love that. Duh.
Right?
Love it. Right. Of course.
Okay. We will be planning Superfan only events.
Yeah.
That is on our list of things to do. So if you are a real OG, you will remember that during COVID, we gave y'all our home address.
We didn't
And
sell
quite
tickets.
a few of y'all
We just said you can donate if you want to.
showed up
Show up. You know?
and sat in our yard on lawn chairs
Yep.
after Austin pulled the front of the deck off
Yep.
and did a show
And
on our deck.
My favorite moment.
Who
I'll
was
never
here for
forget
that?
it.
There's a lot of people that were here
Yeah,
for that.
I'll never forget this moment for as long as I live, though. Like, we got to tell this story eventually, like on TikTok or something somewhere. But like, so we're singing, I'm singing. It's like 4th or 5th song in. Andrew Stefano's playing keys. Andrew Stefano's playing guitar. Sebby's playing keys. We got speakers and a sound system. Having a good old time. And then all of a sudden, the law shows up and a police officer.
Mind you, again, this is during COVID.
There's
so
30
like
or 40 people.
we
in
live
the yard,
in
right?
the county, but the city,
not the city limits, right?
Yeah, the city had a ban on large groups meeting together,
Right?
But we
During
were in the
COVID.
county, so I was ready to argue.
And nobody had nothing. You know, I was like, all right, we're safe.
I said, all
Everybody
right.
was here.
I got up and
right,
went and talked.
It was right at the beginning too.
Yeah.
So it was.
I went and talked to the cop, and Austin was in the middle of a song, and I had to
I
get
was
him
in
to
the
stop.
middle of Unchained Melody.
You were.
I was 2/3 of the way through Unchained Melody.
Yeah.
And,
So,
and I was like,
I had to be like,
y'all, the law was here, and I guess we have to stop for a
And
minute.
I was like, no. I just need everybody to check their phones. They had, the new iPhone feature. It was new at the time. The iPhone feature where you could call the police from your phone, and it had like a live loop. Like the dispatch was hearing the concert because
it's like
somebody
a
in the
long press.
audience had hit the button, Beverly had hit the button, and it had called the cops. So I had to have everybody take out their phone and be like, do you see red in the top left-hand corner?
Because your phone
Click
is currently dialing
Yeah.
911.
Yeah. So
Somebody
that was fun.
But dialed 911 out of the show and sent the law here.
Yeah.
Who had to be like, no, y'all are fine. Somebody here called 911. So is
right.
everything
They were like,
okay?
we just need you. We just had to come check. And if you guys could like close the line, that'd be great.
And
And I was like,
the only thing I could conceive of, this was like 4:00 in the afternoon or something.
it was
daytime. So I was like, is somebody really calling a noise complaint on us?
Well, most of our neighbors were there. Bonnie and Bill were here in the yard.
Yeah, all of our neighbors for the most part were.
Yeah,
were
the
there.
Hendrys did the Hendrys.
And I called every neighbor like in a circle at least and was like, hey y'all, we're doing a show.
Hey,
Come
just wanted to
see
let you
it.
know, like everybody knew it was happening.
It's gonna be loud for like an hour and a half, maybe. Loud for like around here, right?
Yeah.
I just had 2 speakers.
That's the OGers were here for that.
I laughed
And
so hard about that. I laugh so much still about that.
But when I say that
so thank you,
we will be
for that
doing
experience.
Superfan only events, you know we mean it because we literally gave y'all our home address and you sat in our yard.
Yeah, and now we have time to like kind of do stuff like that.
And we really want to make sure that like we're doing things where we can give back to y'all and actually spend more time and have like personal relationships with y'all that aren't just this. You're not just names on a screen. Like I want to be able to like hug your neck. I'm a hugger. He's not a hugger. I'm a hugger.
We've been going so hard for so many years now. I'm ready to slow down and just like let it be what it is, you know, because right now it's everything we need it to be. Yeah. And so why be in a hurry? Let's like, where are we going, y'all? I want to hang out here with y'all.
Amen. So again, the site is it's currently being rebuilt. It's almost completely done.
I saw it. You did.
It's going to be, well, I have a few more things that I got to add to it before it launches. Another video that we've got to film, like welcoming people.
Oh, sure. All right. I'm here for that.
It's going to be very similar to the current navigation, but hopefully a little bit easier to navigate. I tried to make the welcome page very simple. The perk page, very simple, all of it there with every bit of information. And then I added the frequently asked questions into the welcome page. So you only have two options. You log in, there's 2 pages. Okay. So 2 clicks. And if it's not there, then you can email me and I'll help you with whatever it is. Right.
And she will. She always does.
So
her or somebody else. We actually have a team now. Hey.
Yeah, we do. We have multiple people helping us. And that really has changed my life.
Yeah, it's been
really and truly.
Look, shout out to the people, to Luke, and helping us find assistance because, like, wow,
yeah,
it's great. So, needless to say, more likely that you're going to be helped.
Yeah, we've
quicker than you were before, and I feel like most people feel like they've been
on here for an hour.
Yeah, you've been kicking it tail. So, has it been an hour?
Yeah, that's right.
51 minutes. All right.
So another thing that I'm hoping to do in the
people in here. That's amazing. Wow. Love you guys. Let's keep going. Sorry. I just was amazed. There's 100 people at one of these live streams. That's definitely the most you've ever had.
He's excited.
That's so cool.
Another thing that I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to start looking into it. It won't happen anytime soon. But something that will make streamlining the website quite a bit easier. I'm going to be looking into having an app built. So what happens is instead of having a Facebook group that you have to be added to and all this other stuff, and Facebook's weird, Instagram is weird, sometimes people don't see the stuff, actually having an Austin Brown Music app that you download on your phone, and then you open it up and you log into the site just like your email and password that you use on the website, and right there in front of you will be the stories and all the posts that we would normally post.
Next year we'll be there because there's like
Facebook
apps for building apps now. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna by this time next year.
So making
it so
much easier for y'all to navigate because it's less places that you've got to go to see things.
And if you don't want to be on social media,
there's a lot of people.
This is not that.
We have a lot of people who are like, I don't want to be on Instagram. I don't want to be on Facebook. And I'm like, I get it. I totally get it. But we share so much there.
And I would also
how do we rectify that?
Right, exactly. I would also love this because don't get me wrong, I love all those places and I will always have a place there, right? But if I could post there instead of on Instagram, to share with you guys easier, I absolutely would do that because I could be on social media less and be with you more, right? Yeah. So now it's like now I'm not mad at my phone ever because like if I can just hang out with you and that's why I'm on it, makes so much more sense. Yeah. Right. Because I love.
But like even when we post on things, like we have to log in, we have to change, like open the app, we have to change what like thing we're on, whatever. Like he'll be on his personal Instagram and we got to change to the Superfans.
But it's just gonna be
better. I can't tell you how many times we have filmed something. And as it's posting, we realize it's on one of our personal ones, and we have to delete it.
I'm sure you guys have seen it.
Yeah, and then go back and upload it on the other one. So trying to avoid that as well as avoid the people who are like,
So probably by 100% by this time next year, maybe much sooner than that. As we've learned that it's not as difficult as we used to think it was, and that's honestly been a new development just in the last week.
The queen of the castle has joined us.
I know. Look at her.
So yeah, that's something that's on the horizon. For the very few people, there are legitimately 4 people, and I don't know if any of y'all are on here right now, that are currently paying via PayPal, who signed up back in the day. It was an issue with like the exchange from foreign currency
Sure,
to ours was
sure.
like reckless and PayPal was easier for them, or the membership kept getting canceled because it was an overseas payment and their card didn't like it, whatever.
Sure.
Therefore, we don't let people pay via PayPal anymore because I have to email the perks to all those people and it got really overwhelming. Anyways, so the 4 people that are on PayPal, if you are here, I'm going to be reaching out to you. PayPal now offers something because right now the only way that they can pay is I have it set up where every month an invoice is sent to them and they have to log into their PayPal to pay it.
Right,
but PayPal just rolled out subscription payments.
Oh, beautiful.
So now I can set up a subscription payment and then y'all don't have to click the button because I know how annoying that can be.
Thank you, Universe.
That you have to keep up for.
Great timing.
Yeah. So I will be reaching out to y'all via email it's a very easy change. I'll cancel your current reoccurring payment. And on the day that you have it normally done, I'll sign you up for the subscription. And then all you have to do is approve it. And it'll keep going until you go in and cancel it, which is very easy to do.
Awesome. Love that.
Okay. So if you are currently PayPal people, that's literally 4 of y'all. So if you're like, I don't know, it's not you.
Right.
All right. I think that's it. At least for the Superfan levels.
Yeah, right.
I think I did it.
Right.
I think I ADHD'd my way through that.
You said that. The higher
I said that. I talked about the extinct levels. I liked referring to them as extinct levels last night.
Extinct, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's
so if you're on an extinct level, which are the ones that are currently sold out on the site, again,
you a legend.
Yeah, you can stay there, but you will only receive those perks. You won't get any of the new ones we just talked about unless you move, but you're more than welcome to stay there because we love y'all.
Sure.
We did it.
Okay, so
new Superfan levels.
All right, so we did all that. That's coming out now.
Let me
you
switch
got another
over.
list?
Oh wait, no. Let's take questions about Superfan levels before we do anything else.
You got a pen?
Yeah.
Because I want to write a couple notes so I don't.
Here's
forget.
the other. There you go. And
Thank
you can't
you.
steal this pen. It's my
I'm not
good
saying
one.
nothing.
He steals those pens all the time. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about the Superfan levels in particular? Okay, only Superfan level questions. I know there's a lag, so I'm just kind of like. Oh man, less social media. Yeah, that's what I said, Laura. I was like, the less, the better. If you want info on one of the limited levels, will there be a wait list? I'm not sure I can set up a wait list on there. Like, you know how like in the shop when things sell out, there's a wait list like that you can automatically sign up for. And then once it becomes available, it thank you. It will send you an email. I don't know if that's going to be available on this because that's just something that Squarespace offers or it doesn't. That's not something that I do. But what we will do is if there is a wait list and spots open, I will send out an email blast letting everybody know that spots are available on that level. Sure. So, or you can email me.
That's what I was going to say.
And go, hey, I need help. I really want to do this level. Let me join? Question mark.
Right, and
I have a list I'm a writer. I like to write things down. It helps me remember. There's so many lists everywhere. But I have one that I'm going to put up on my magnetic board in my office, and then I'll write down your name and what level you're interested in being at.
But office is looking nice up there, y'all. By the way, it's looking good.
Where are we at?
Let's read some comments. What do we see there?
I took copious notes, but didn't jot anything down about when the new levels are going to be available on the website. That's because we haven't told you yet, Angie.
Good, but good. That's a good segue. That's probably a good moment to talk about
this. This is, right? Well, let me make sure there's not any other Superfan questions before we move on.
Okay.
No questions here. You did great. You did great. Wow, I feel you guys are so complimentary. I could cry. If the middle levels are sold out, how do I move up to the next level from where I am? I'm $1 away from the next level. So we're going to be launching these new ones in a few days, and they will not be sold out.
Right.
They will
be
brand new. The ones that are currently sold out on the website will disappear.
Yep.
They will no longer exist. Yep. You will not be able to find them.
Yep.
Well, I mean, excuse me. They will exist for the people who are on them, but nobody else will be able to find them. Right. Will we receive a notification when the new levels are rolled out? Yes, you will. Mm-hmm. And I'll also post about it in the groups.
And we're about to tell you when that's going to happen.
I missed the first few minutes. Can I go back in a little while and watch this again? Yes, everything, all of our live streams, we're going to leave up. Yep. So the same thing for the live stream level. That's a great thing to like jog my memory here. if you cannot see a live stream live, the link to that live stream Q&A on the level will stay on the website until it's replaced by the next live stream. So it'll stay up for an entire quarter.
Absolutely.
If I upgrade from super follower to copper, will Austin still do the IG messages? I'm not sure. We didn't discuss it.
Well, I'm not going to take anybody out.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
It's
a pain to undo that, which is another reason why we are not offering that level anymore.
Right.
So if we had to like move people off that level, like we essentially have to block them to keep them from being able to message. And that's
so from this point forward, basically, like it's not it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, like
congratulations.
Yeah, right. Well, if you move over, you'll still get DM access like the old one.
Right, exactly.
So it's also past my bedtime. I totally get it. Can we call Austin's fans Austinites? You can call them whatever you want.
I mean, that's not terrible.
Will current super fans get access to the new level options before available to the public? We could do that.
I mean, yeah, you absolutely.
I mean, technically speaking,
you will.
I have to build out the site. I have to finish building it out, and there's nothing
it's
really
so close to doing
left that I can do without making it public. And like making sure everything works.
And you guys,
so technically speaking, you guys will know. We're not announcing it on the day that it launches for everybody.
Right.
We were just doing it for y'all. So you will get first.
You do have first access. Basically. So
my phone also corrects Superfan to Superman, and I kind of like that because you are our Supermen and women.
Right.
All right. Okay. So if you guys end up having any more questions about the Superfan levels in particular, email us, either me or one of the people on our team will get back to you. austinbrownmgmt@gmail.com.
Bam.
Also, another thing that I've been thinking about, and I probably should have asked you this not on a live stream in front of everybody, but how would you feel about creating an email that's for super fans only, so they don't have to go through the regular thing? And it's a super fan email.
Of course, you're
fine with that.
Yes,
we have to sign up for another email address, I think that's fine.
It's a write-off.
Okay,
do it.
So you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna create, because again, like there's the regular flow people, which is what I really need help with, because outside of y'all, we receive thousands of emails a day.
I still honestly,
insane.
I don't know how she does it.
ADHD.
I don't know how she does it.
ADHD. But yeah, so I'll get into that once we have it up and going. I'll let you know what the email address is, but we'll make a super fan only. Hey, this is about my super fan membership. And then you can discuss with me directly.
That's brilliant.
Because I don't mind talking to y'all, but it's talking to y'all and thousands of other people that I can't do. So I always will, for the most part, try and jump on the email if it's a super fan. That doesn't always happen. If it's something that like our team feels like they can answer without me, or they'll like come to me and be like, "Hey, quick question. This person asked this and we don't know the answer. What's the answer?"
Right.
So if I'm really busy, an app sounds great, but would there be an option for not having to use this? Some people's phones can't take any more apps. Maybe. I'm not sure. That's so far in the distance that we don't have any kind of.
For sure. And again, like we'll figure it out together. Don't worry about that now. It's not going to change most things, right? It's more so just a place where we can post our stories, right? It's like instead of being on Instagram and seeing a story, right? It's not. The live streams the live stream will almost certainly always be on YouTube because the functionality of it is great. So it's not going to change. There's still going to be a Facebook group. There's still going to be an Instagram, right? Yeah. But it would be a place that might evolve over 10 years to be the only thing. I don't know how this works.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes when we get there. But again, that's so far in the future that like
for sure.
We don't even know what the app will look like.
You're right. We don't know how that will all work yet, and this is what works right now. And for the immediate,
it's just like
don't even think about whatever that is.
Yeah,
because whatever it is, I promise
Instagram
it'll be
too.
easy.
Like,
it's not going to change this.
You guys got to remember, there's 300 and something people that are super fans, right? So if 300 of them are on Instagram and the Facebook, like. And most people's Instagram names are not their actual name. Like that's all stuff that I have to keep up with.
Right.
And then
tedious.
I have
It's
to.
tedious doing it
I used to do
individually.
it once a week. Now I have to do it once a month because it's just a lot. But I sit and I spend hours combing through. I have to go
Just
one by
cross-referencing,
one,
cross-referencing.
person by person in all of the groups to make sure that they are still super fans.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest with you, I hadn't done that in a long time, like 2 or 3 months, which is why I didn't post the live stream link in there until tonight, because yesterday and the day before I had to go through and take out all the people that are no longer super fans.
Totally.
And that's a lot. So when you're talking about like streamlining it, that's also streamlining it for me, because if you're willing to use the app and just log in there, if you cancel your membership, number one, you'll get to keep access to that until it actually cancels. Because right now, if you cancel your membership, you basically have 30 or like till the next billing cycle,
Right.
whatever you already paid for, you get to
Right.
stay in.
Totally.
But sometimes when I'm going through the group and I'm trying to like keep up with everything, I'll look and it'll be like, oh, there's 5 more days technically that they should probably be in this Superfan group, but I'm doing it right now and I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it for another month, so I have to go ahead and take them out of the group.
Totally. It's just,
Whereas on the app, they'd be able to stay
it
until
just
their
isn't right.
absolute
It needs to
last
be
day.
easier in the long run. So we'll get there. But again,
Yeah,
that's it. So are we ready now? Are we there?
I think
Are
so.
there any burning
I
questions?
did
It seems
see
pretty good.
Deborah, I sent an email to help, but never heard back. If you send it to the Gmail, I'll go in and look after this. Another reason why I'm trying to switch away from our Gmail and like do a Superfan only is because the amount of emails that I find in the spam folder there in a moment like this is annoying.
Yeah.
So,
You'd be saying,
but I'll look for your email.
and by the
Also,
way, I want to say,
please remember to check the frequently asked questions before you email the site, because if you sent something that's on the frequently asked questions, the team does not answer your email.
Totally.
Or you'll get an email that's like, hey, you've asked a question that was on the frequently asked questions. Here's a copy of the frequently asked questions.
Sure.
Because of how many people just ignore that
Totally.
page completely and ask the same question. So to be fair, if you ask something that's on the frequently asked questions, they might not have answered you.
Absolutely.
But either way, if we have a Superfan email, I can help.
Yes.
So I'm glad you agreed to that.
No, I'm so
Anyways.
here for that. And by the way, guys, in case something a lot of you I think you don't know, emails don't always go through. Just because you send an email does not 100% mean it goes through.
They get sometimes they get
just
blocked.
recently, I saw an email from a songwriter of mine in his sent box. It says sent and delivered in his sent box. He was like, there it is. Like, that's crazy. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
It's not here. You can search yourself. It's not there,
Yeah.
right?
It just doesn't. make it.
Sometimes that's just how the internet works, and
Yeah.
it's not foolproof. Like, because I feel like there's a certain group of people that think that if they send an email, it 100% gets delivered. It's just not how it is.
Yep.
So, anyways, wanted to say that. Don't know why I felt so led to say that, but I just wanted to say that.
I'm so sorry. One last thing before I forget, before everybody
We're so
emails
close.
me
We're
about
almost,
it.
We're almost there.
Before everybody emails me about it, because it will happen. When you log into the website and the 3 pages come up in the corner, there's one that says frequently asked questions. Okay. You click on it. What?
I love it. No, go. Please keep going.
I'm trying to give them detailed instructions.
Yes, you got it.
Log in, 3 pages. The bottom one says frequently asked questions. You click it. When it comes up, there is a link
Yes.
to all of the video tutorials.
Yes.
So if you want to move levels for the new level, if you want to change your account information, your name, anything like that, anything that you need to do on the site, there are video
There's a video for
tutorials
that.
right there.
There's a
Okay?
video for that.
You can do that yourself and have it done in 5 minutes,
Mhm.
or you can email the team. They have to figure out what you need and get a link from me to send back to them to send to you. And it could take a while.
So just look at the frequently asked
So
questions.
please,
we love you so much.
frequently asked questions page. Log in. You'll see welcome page, perk page, frequently asked questions.
Absolutely.
Click frequently asked questions. It'll say, these are all the questions. Hi, I need to do this. I need to change account information. Anything that you need to do can be accessed here. And it pulls up a YouTube playlist. And then all of them are titled based off of what you need to do. I love you.
So, by the way,
Okay,
I also
we can
wanted
move
to
on
say
now.
this. No, this is the last thing. So, if you have a question, I need you to go to the frequently asked questions. Love you guys.
Don't make fun of me.
No, it's funny though because like that's what you have to do.
You have to do
That's
it.
what you have
please.
to do. Some people, it's just like I listen. I promise
so
you,
tired
it's there.
of getting 8,000.
there.
I had to put the stupid H&M hat on the frequently asked questions because in 1 month, I kid you not, I am not lying about this. In 1 month, I got 62 emails asking what hat Austin was wearing in the Man of Constant Sorrow video and where did he get it. 62
That's
emails
crazy.
about
The internet
hat.
is crazy.
Please read the frequently asked questions before you email me.
Right there.
I love you.
Yeah, love you guys. So,
Anyways.
Ooh, we just had a color change?
Yeah, it's getting late. Why are you guys still on here and talking? Tell them the cool news already.
Right, absolutely. Sorry, our color on the YouTube, everything just went to night mode.
Superfan levels will launch on Austin's birthday.
Hey!
The 22nd.
Hey!
So that's what, like a couple days? Today's the 18th.
18th, 4 days.
Yep.
4 days.
You will have the new Superfan levels
you will
available.
Get them first. You will get them
on the 22nd.
Yep.
You guys will be able to move to the new levels.
Totally. Maybe we can even give it to you guys on the 21st if we're lucky.
Maybe.
Because we will be doing...
It'll just depend on when we can get that video filmed to put on there.
We will be doing another live stream on my birthday live and public on YouTube. I think that's probably a good idea.
We?
I think so, yeah. I think that's the move. Absolutely. We haven't talked about that.
Maybe we shouldn't do it on your birthday.
Maybe the next day. Maybe the next day.
No. Will you let me give it a couple days to just make sure that everything's running well with the new Superfan levels?
We can do it on the 24th and say it's for my birthday. It'll still be for my birthday. So
before we
that's my birthday.
Push people to the site because you guys are going to help me determine that everything's working right, that everything looks good, all of that. So
and there we will talk more in depth about what we're about to tell you, which is really the whole big deal. Like we're going to make it a public announcement then about what we're about to announce to you now. And this is also why can I talk about this? Like this one, I said it here.
Yes.
And then I saw that you had literally have the same note written there already.
Write it down.
So many of you have written me,
This is the number one question that I still get.
So many people are being. You guys are so sweet.
Oh wait,
it blows my mind how
you're talking
made
about
this
something
happen.
else.
No. I'm talking about.
You're talking about.
The
birthday fund.
Yes. So
why we did not do a birthday fund this year.
So many people are texting and tweeting and
there's a big reason.
Commenting and sending me Instagram DMs and whatever, all the places. And everybody wants to, Austin, we want to send you a birthday fund. Everybody wants to start the birthday fund. And it's like, I promise you guys, there's a reason.
And it's because the number one requested thing of all time is happening.
It's happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was going to take another year at least, but I had a great epiphany. I don't know, a divine inspiration. It definitely
was a dream. It was an actual real dream. We're really hyping this up. I hope they're not let down by this.
It's the universe, God, all of everything is just telling me this is the time. This is the moment. We're doing an album. We're doing it. We have a partner.
It's happening.
We're doing a record. And the title for that record.
Oh, we're going to tell them the title? Man, okay, get after it.
Well, I'm going to talk about it then.
Okay, get after it.
I'll ask him about it and see what he thinks about it, like putting the title out then. Maybe I shouldn't. But I'll tell you guys, the title is called Happy Wife, Happy Life. Oh my God, how did you not know already, right? It makes total sense. We wrote a song called Happy Wife, Happy Life about a year ago.
It's one of my favorite ones you've ever written.
I think it's my favorite one I've ever written.
It's the most
brand perspective wise, what feels
commercially
like it's fun. The idea hits so hard. It feels, and it's also so unique. It's unlike anything you've ever heard.
Yeah.
I wrote it with Autumn.
So well.
I wrote it with Autumn Busey, who wrote Hers Ain't Mine and Do Both and all these other songs with me, and a guy named Alex Marshall, who is a really talented singer, songwriter, producer. He works for Sony.
If it tells you how good this song is, Sony tried to steal it.
Well, let's not put it that way. But the next day they called.
They held it.
We're so excited. We wanted to get this big country artist to do it, and we want to get this big country artist to do it, and we're gonna get this big country artist to do it. Like this song is going places, man.
Look at everybody. Yeah. I've wanted one for ages.
And all these folks have it seems like they've all been like, oh, I love the song, it's not for me, which is how this goes a lot of times, right? There's still one more person who might do the song,
Yeah.
And if it happens, that'll be
life changing.
awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be such a big deal. But
either way,
but at this point, I'm not waiting anymore.
Yeah.
Either
way,
I love the song so much. I'm going to
process.
cut my version of it. And we're going to keep writing, obviously, but that's the song is Happy Wife, Happy Life.
Yeah.
And it's I'm so excited about it. We have 10 songs total. Also, thank God she's a country girl.
Mm-hmm.
We have it recorded, fully produced. It's just waiting.
We're waiting for the rights to the song.
We finally got the agreement to the rights. Now our manager is just negotiating with the total fee. But
again, remember, don't repeat this information anywhere.
For sure. They're gonna let us purchase the rights to Thank God I'm a Country Boy and make our own version of Thank God She's a Country Girl.
Yep.
We finally got clearance. The reason we didn't get clearance on that song in particular after so long is because another big time country artist named Morgan Evans
just happened to have the same idea at the same time.
He
and
wrote
beat us
the
to the
same
punch.
song maybe a week before, and it's totally different.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can go listen to it on Spotify if you want to. You can hear his version, or you can hear part of our version on Instagram, TikTok.
But we had to wait.
So we couldn't do it then. They said no. Uncharacteristically, though, we're not telling you no forever.
Yeah.
We're just saying no for now. And they meant it. So they were eventually, now we are here, and they've given us the permission, the rights to the song. So we're going to release that. That's going to be on the record, as well as 8 other songs.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got
at least
Happy Wife, Happy
there
Life.
is a world in which there could be more.
It probably will be more. And it'll be like these 10 new songs, plus
some of the
Hers Ain't Mine, plus... do both, and plus some configuration of the songs we've already done will be added to that record. Most specifically, Hers Ain't Mine will for sure be on the record. So there's the record to be at least 11 songs, probably more like 12, 13, 14, maybe even longer. But there will be 10 brand new songs on that record. So I guess 9 if you don't, depending on if you count Country Girl, because it's not available, right?
Right.
So including Country Girl, there will be 10 new songs on this record.
And y'all haven't even heard previews of these.
Yep.
These
you have no idea. No, well, you've heard a preview of Married You, right? They heard a very short version of that.
Did they?
I think that's the only one, maybe. That might be the only one that they've actually heard a preview of.
So that's it. You haven't heard any of the others. So these are all brand new songs.
And only did one of them. That was her birthday song, is Married You. And that one's going to be on the record. It's one of the songs I'm very excited about. Oh, yeah,
we did preview that one. So that's happening. Now, with that being said, we are super excited. Luke, who is Home Free's manager,
and one of my dearest friends,
of our dearest friends, has officially agreed to manage Austin.
Isn't that exciting, guys?
We've
been talking about it for years, but it just wasn't the right time. It didn't make sense.
And
we've both been too busy for it to make sense.
Extremely kind, and said that he would only be willing to manage Austin if I was willing to partner with him on it.
Isn't that great?
So
that's trust.
That's awesome.
And faith.
But with that, we have the power of Works Entertainment with us, right? We're going to be able to provide y'all with brand new merchandise with,
consistently
that's right. Like they're going to handle all of the things that I just haven't had the capability of getting to. So it's not just the album, which you will be able to buy through, you can get a physical copy of it.
There's going to be CDs.
There's going to be CDs.
Probably vinyl. Very limited.
Somebody asked that. How will be CD, vinyl? Probably all of the above.
Probably all of that. There really should be all of that.
Because the same people that does Home Free's merch will be doing Austin Brown's
merch. They do a great job because that's Works Entertainment. That's who they are. That's what they do. And that's just one small thing.
The reason why we are not doing a birthday fund,
right,
is because we are going to crowdfund the costs for the album.
Right.
So one of the main reasons why we didn't do
Luke's
this,
going to help us do this.
Luke's
it's going to be
help
official,
us do this.
Indiegogo,
Works Entertainment,
or Kickstarter, or GoFundMe.
You're going to be able to see the progress as it goes, kind of thing.
So instead of donating to the birthday fund,
we're asking that whatever you are going to donate to the birthday fund, you wait and donate it towards the making of this album. And that was the number one reason why, when everybody was like, CDs, we want CDs, we were like, We cannot afford CDs.
Right. That is not.
They are
a thing.
so expensive.
Yeah, the whole process.
And when you
it
talk
doesn't
about
make sense.
before
Before
cat
now.
hair in my
It
ring.
finally makes sense now that we've got some
You're talking about physical merch. You're talking about physical CDs. You're talking about the production of all the songs. You're talking about the expenses for publicists
and the instrumentalists.
Yeah, all of the extra stuff that we have to pay to get an album.
It's a hefty,
it's a lot.
You know, the photo shoot and the press materials, right?
Yeah.
And then actually finding ad space for these things online.
Right.
Because the goal is to build out, you know, somebody that I really look up to, and he doesn't do his business is different, right?
Right.
But like he's able to work from home, release consistent music. He has a great community, you know, and he's got a very successful YouTube channel as well. And that's Peter Hollins, right? Yeah. Like, love what he's doing. He's a great person. He's got a family. Him and Evan, they're raising kids. They're all doing it together. I really look up to him. Yeah. I remember sitting down with him way before I knew Home Free, and him being like, "You got to get on the internet. Yeah, you got to get on YouTube. If you want to be successful as well, you got to do it." And I remember looking at him and being like, "That sounds right, but I don't know." And now, man, I wish I trusted his advice so many years before. Right. But yeah, so we're gonna be here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put an album together. You're gonna get it like in 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, we're gonna launch the Kickstarter, the GoFundMe, the Indiegogo,
and it will come. And this is let me be clear before I say this. This is the only thing on this topic that we will say. Okay, this announcement will come publicly with the announcement of when Austin's final show with Home Free is.
Right.
We are not going to give you that information. We cannot. I cannot give you
early
access.
So don't talk about this.
Don't talk about it.
I love you guys. This is what we're here for.
Right.
I share with you before with everybody else.
Yeah.
So that you guys can get what I'm talking about.
We get in trouble if we early share Home Free stuff. We cannot do that. Do not post that anywhere.
Don't talk about this right now. Okay. This is just for you guys.
Yeah.
And it's just for us to celebrate because this is something I really wanted to share because it's something we've been working towards for a long time. We've been building, a path, paving a path slowly but surely all together.
Yep.
And now everybody sees the dream. Everybody's sharing it.
Yeah, it's really
And everybody
beautiful.
wants to do this. And it's so exciting that we get to do this. So in that album fund, there will be again, that album fund should pay for a lot of music videos. So we're not going to be crowdfunding for every single music video. Yeah. But every once in a while, there will be, like Home Free did Skull and Bones, right?
Right.
That music video was like our normal music video budget for one video for that was like 5 or 6 videos in one.
Yeah.
Right. Because we wanted to go all out for Ubisoft and do the thing. So every once in a while, there will be a video that we feel like we want to get really more intentional with.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the album fund is gonna also include all of the music video costs for pretty much every song on the album.
Yeah.
So
we want to make sure that what we're getting out of this covers everything.
Right. But so again, we're not going to
we won't be coming to y'all and asking for more.
Right.
This is what it is. This is what we need.
Right.
We're not I don't think I need to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. We are not making money on this deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're only going to ask for what is absolutely direly needed to pay for the project and hope that in the long run, we know.
We understand.
In the long run, it's going to bring more people to Austin's music, to this incredible community of all you wonderful people.
And because somebody like Luke believes in it with us, he's
That's
willing
huge.
to share this cost with us.
Yeah.
We're all going to invest in it. And one day it's going to be worth it. Just like the first 3 to 4 years for Home Free. I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of people took a hit. Yeah. Those first 3 years for Home Free. A lot of people took a hit.
Post sing off.
Because they knew
3 years.
that if we did what we said we were going to do, that in the long run, it would be worth it. And I think that has been proven now. Yeah. Everybody knows, all the promoters that paid for the shows at the beginning that nobody came to, or that's just one little side part of how big a business is. To start a business like this is not easy, but because of you guys and because we have a couple partners now who want to share in this process with us, and they believe in the long game.
Yeah.
The current plan that we're operating under is we're supposed to, at best right now, break even. I think we'll do a little better, but that's what Luke thinks. But that's for 36 music videos.
30.
Okay. This is one album with 10 songs.
Videos.
36 music videos.
36
it's going to keep going.
Videos
We've got a
that
plan.
Y'all will get access to.
Right.
Early, that y'all will have your name in the credits for.
Boom, boom, boom.
all of those things.
We're doing it. We're got
doing
teams.
it.
We got people who want to
Yeah.
show up to do the work with us.
Yep.
So we get to live at home and just like slowly but surely build this with other people who want to build it with us.
Right.
So I just like, I wish I could share
He's
the
excited
feeling
if you
that's
can't
in
tell.
me, because
Yeah.
I feel it happening. And this is one of those moments where I get to like really sit in it, in my skin, and like enjoy it and share that celebration with y'all. It's something we've been working towards for a long time. You know, we're finally going to revamp the Superfans.
Yeah.
We're going to promote the Superfans for the first time ever. You know, since we launched like publicly, we're going to really try and get people to understand this community. You all are a big part of that understanding and helping us like share what it's like to be here all together. I know a lot of you have met in here who didn't know each other, or you knew each other from the home free space, and you've gotten to know each other better here because of the energy that we share here is different from there, and you guys connect through it. And I think that's beautiful. So it's I could go on and on and on and on, but for the moment, I'm gonna take a breath.
We're very excited. If
And
you
just
can't
be
tell, this
grateful.
has been something that we've been working on behind the scenes for a long time, of just like figuring out like, okay, what is this going to cost? How much do we need to invest, you know, from Superfans into this?
Right.
How much, you know, do we need to pull from here to do this? What do we need to do? And
How
we
can we make this
finally
work?
have answers.
Finally got a plan. Now, if you've got questions about the album, hold them.
Yeah.
There will be no answers.
Yeah, because we don't have the answers yet.
Right. There will be no answers about how and what for the album or for the fundraiser itself, or what that looks like with the like all the videos and all the perks and all the things that will come with being. It's kind of like if you remember when Home Free did the Home Free movie, right, at Christmas during COVID, and it was the warmest winter special, right?
Yeah.
When we did that, it came with all kinds of awesome stuff, and it was a one thing. But imagine if that had been split up into 10 pieces.
Right.
That's kind of what we're trying to create here.
Yeah.
Now, again, we'll get way more specific with that in 4 to 6 weeks.
And this is another, like we talked about earlier, about planning Superfan only events. Like one of the things that I really want to do is, you know, do one here, one a little closer to the other side of the country, you know, whatever it may be, do a couple different stops, but do a Superfan only meetup
and
to celebrate
as well.
Yeah, to celebrate the album, whether it's what's going on with it or the release or whatever it may be. Like maybe we'll do a Superfan album release party here. And that's
I mean, I love that idea.
Yeah. Because again, like we can't do this without y'all. And I want you to know from the she would love
these people.
Yeah. Like we can't do this without y'all. And I want you to know how much genuinely from the bottom of our hearts we really and truly appreciate you. And we want to give back to you just as much as you've given to us. And I don't even know if that's possible because you guys have been so wonderful.
We're trying to learn how to be servants, you know?
Yeah.
What does that mean in this context as we figure out this whole little like strange little channel together? You know, it's like we're just telescoping in on each other in such a unique way. Hashtag 2024.
It's going to be crazy.
Man.
I'm very excited. But yeah, we've been holding on to that information for a long time. I'm so glad we can finally talk about it. It's going to be great. But yeah, we'll have more updates on when that'll be. Again, the announcement for that is going to come out and coincide with Home Free's public announcement of when Austin's last show is. So once we have an answer of when that's going to be, when that announcement is going to happen, we will let y'all know so that you are aware. But I do love the fact that we're doing it on like Kickstarter, because I don't know what it is.
It's supposed to be in the fall.
I don't know if anybody else is like this, but my brain, like, you know, when we did like school fundraisers in school and there was like the thing that you filled in with a marker so you could see where you were at.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
Well, that's what
I don't know what that is.
That's what they offer through like.
But that tickles my brain, and the fact that I'm going to be able to do that with this is going to be awesome.
It's fun. Yeah.
So, but yeah, there it is.
There it is, guys.
We're doing it.
It's happening finally. It's been a long time coming.
Yep.
I thought for a long time that I was just going to release single after single after single.
Yeah.
Until like I felt like I was ready to do an album. Yeah. And then one day, like you said, they had the dream.
It was a dream.
I
kid you. That's not a joke.
I was like, I'm ready.
He woke up and he was like, I had a dream and I would like to talk to you about it. And I was like,
and then over the next 2 or 3 days, I was just like, what are we waiting on? We've got this song. They're clamoring for it.
Yeah.
So who knows if anything works like the industry expects it to, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna make so
Why
much
are we
music.
gonna wait on
one
anybody else
song
or bet on
doesn't
anybody
matter,
else? Why
but,
don't
like,
we do that for ourselves?
Let's do a record. Let's launch a brand.
Yeah.
You know, let's do it together.
Everybody's been asking for it. They're going to be really excited about it. And I know it feels like a daunting undertaking because it is, but like
that's what we do though. That's
we
me.
can do
You
this.
know, I love challenge. I love like
you
putting
do.
my all into something.
Yeah,
is
you
just
do.
like what makes me burn inside with just like joy, just like that's what fuels my inner flame, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like is just going as hard as I can, and I want to like it's time.
Yeah.
We don't need to wait anymore.
No.
Let's just do it.
What are we waiting for?
Let's go for it.
Wait, I think we said the same thing about getting married.
You're right.
Are we impulsive people?
Well, no,
You're
we
like,
just
wait,
know
why are
already.
we not?
No, we're not impulsive. We dated for over 3 years. You know, like that's not an impulsive
that's true.
person. But once
That was like right at 3 years.
and we got married many months after we were engaged. But eventually, it was just like, what are we waiting for?
waiting for? Why are we just?
Let's do it. It's time. It makes sense.
It's time for an album, ladies and gentlemen.
And we'll talk more
It's
about the wedding later
for
as
an
well.
album.
This is
Oh!
not that day.
Yeah, we won't talk about that right now, but we are still having a wedding. Like you'll be able to see the pictures and videos.
And I guess we could tell them the temporary plan for like how we're going to share that experience.
I think we might.
people.
Oh yeah. I think we might live stream the wedding.
I think we will. Would
you guys watch? Is that something you're interested in?
At least the ceremony. I don't know if it'll be 10 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we'll put a live stream camera on the dance floor or something afterwards. I don't know, but it's going to be actually probably
that might be dangerous.
That
might be dangerous.
We want to feel like we can dance for real.
But I think we're thinking
gonna,
about live streaming the ceremony. If you guys would, wow, that's a lot of yeses. I was not prepared for that level of yeses.
That's a year away.
But that's April of next year.
Yep.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
I gotta get planning on that.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna get married in Tifton.
We booked a location. We just got confirmation of that booking.
We did. But like just something like that, because I think that was the biggest disappointment, I guess is the best word for fans of like they really wanted to experience that moment with us.
Sure. Well,
and we were so desperate. Yeah, our family too, for that matter.
Like, our families didn't know that we got married till it was done.
Yeah.
But
when we say it was private,
it was very private.
It was private. Yep. There was no friends, no family here.
Yep. No friends, no family. Just Father Hurst. You guys have heard me talk about him. When he was in Nashville, we talked about it for a long time, and he was willing to come marry us, and so he did.
But yeah, that felt like something I was like, we kind of like joked about it at first. We were like, maybe we should like live stream it and see if people would want to watch it. And we were like, oh, that's funny. And then eventually it was like, maybe we should live stream it if people would want to watch it.
Right. So we'll talk more about how and why eventually. We have we've got one person signed up.
I can't believe you think we wouldn't watch.
It's happening. We just don't know how we're going to share it yet. How we're going to.
I feel bad for those poor.
Our publicist loves the idea.
And
I think she's great, guys. She's great. So.
I feel bad for those poor people on YouTube that it's like. I don't know if his full name is Austin Brown.
There's a couple of them.
And Jenny or something like that, but people are like.
Oh, the video
on their YouTube video.
A guy named Austin Brown has a wedding video up.
Yeah, on YouTube, and people are left comments on it, being like, "This isn't Austin Brown from Home Free. What is this?"
Or some people are like, "Oh, I'm so happy for him and Amberly." It's like, y'all guys.
I thought, or people will post on our pictures and be like, "I thought he was married to somebody named Jenny." I'm like,
"Not." Yep.
So, but yeah, and we got a really good. The only thing that we've booked so far outside of like my hair and makeup is the videographer. Yeah. And so not only would we have like the live stream, but the wedding video is going to be insane.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it.
Yeah. So
it's going to be great for your family, for my family. What a moment to capture. Oh, I could almost cry thinking about it.
It's going to be together. It's going to be awesome. Okay. There's a lot of really fun things coming. If you have any questions about anything that we've talked about here that you feel like we didn't cover, just email us. Either me or somebody from our team will get back to you as soon as I have a Superfan only email. I will let y'all know. I'll put that on my list of things to do. I do work tomorrow at Puddle. So if you email me tomorrow, I will be elbow deep in baby mammal poop. So I will not be emailing anybody
That's
back.
Not
We have 58 possums.
You had 62 last week.
Yeah, some of them got big enough and got released.
Oh, that's good.
We have 58 Just possums. Not talking the groundhogs, the foxes, the raccoons, the squirrels, the turtles.
Distribution system over
we
here.
have 58 possums.
58 possums, and at least that's less than it was. Guys, anybody want a possum?
So,
You got a lot of
I'm
ticks?
thrilled about it.
Look,
but
look, I'm not even gonna. Guys, she pulled 3 ticks off of me today that were definitely from yesterday.
Yeah, but they were seed ticks, so your risk of Lyme disease is
very low.
Very low.
Yeah. Remember when she got Lyme disease? We ever tell you guys that?
I don't think we told them. I got Lyme disease.
She got
last
Lyme
year,
from
guys.
a tick. Yep.
So,
but fortunately, she got enough.
Oh, how's the bird? I took it to work. Did I do that today? No, I did that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I took it to work yesterday morning on my off day. I just showed up and was like, "Hey,
she did it right.
There you go." Yeah,
Woodpecker's nice and safe. So
all
right, guys. We could probably go forever right now.
It's been an hour and a half.
I feel guilty because it's been an hour and a half. I'm like, you guys are stuck with us. I don't know
check
why.
The frequently asked
Thank you for
first,
tuning in.
Check the frequently asked questions first.
Check the facts. Check the facts.
Yeah, we love you so unbelievably much. Thank you.
There will be
from
more,
the bottom of our hearts. There's going to be more announcements,
more information,
more things.
Be patient.
We're going to reinvest in y'all in the way that you have invested in us.
Thanks for being amazing, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers. We love you.
Cheers.
And we're so excited for the future with y'all.
We finally did it, guys.
We did it. We told everybody our plans.
We grew up.
Woo!
We went to the Ren Fair and then we announced our album. And it is.
We went to the Ren Fair. I took a nap and then we announced our album. And I don't know if that makes me a grown up or not.
I'm sure some of you are this way. Do you guys know how her favorite way to nap? She just puts on crime documentaries and lays on the couch and goes to sleep. I'll wear my headphones. I listen to music. I clean the garage. I got it all. It's spick and span.
Murder shows.
She sleeps.
They
so
just
great.
always talk so like it's so soothing. He speaks in a very low monotone voice for pretty much the entire show. And I don't think I'm necessarily paying attention to what he's saying about the brutal murder as much as I am paying attention to how soothing his voice is. It's mostly Forensic Files. Forensic Files puts me right to sleep, buddy.
But they have those like downs, those hits that sound like
that's Law and Order.
No, but they do it too, though. That's what I'm saying. Like they have like downs and like low lights. You know, okay. You guys know what I mean by the downs. You know, they got those. So, anyways. Why does she love me? I don't know, but she does, and I'm the lucky one.
I love you more than I have loved anything ever.
It's such a fun time here, guys. This is real. We have such a good time hanging out together.
This is why I have to be on every live stream. I would like to let y'all know, like, every TikTok, everything, we get comments like that from people all the time that are like, why is his wife on this video? It's because he won't do it without me anymore.
It's so much more fun this way. And
I'm like, no, it's fine. You can do it. And he's like, get over here and be in this video.
At least hold the camera, and because you can pick the right angle.
Yeah.
And fortunately, she likes doing it with me too. So
here we are.
So here we are. It's so much more fun this way. It's like I got a whole song about it. I think you guys have heard a preview of it once. It's not going to be on the record. One day I'm going to share this song. It's called it's called I Finally Found Who I Am. Yeah. Who I Am is what it's called.
Yeah.
It's just I get to be me around her, and it's just the best.
It is. I get to be myself around you.
Yeah,
my full weirdo.
It took a long time to. I almost cry about it. It took a long time to really know what that feels like.
Yeah.
To be truly like unmasked and people like appreciate it is y'all the real ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. It's something worth being grateful for. It really
love
is.
you.
Yeah.
Love you so much. And last thing before I forget, and then we will actually hang up now because I think we're doing the Southern thing where we say bye 52 times.
I know. My daddy, I hated it when my daddy did that mess as a kid, and now I'm that guy.
Oh my God, look at how adorable Winnie is. Look at her with her face tucked in.
I petted her a minute ago and she looked at me like she was like, stop. And then she was like, okay.
Listen, be really quiet. You ready? She normally meows at me. Honey.
She's out. She's comfort.
Oh, she said me.
Yeah, she's comfort.
She is. This is my angel. Yeah. We are also in the early stages still, but since I think I saw a comment about it in the thing, we are still working towards opening our own wildlife rehabilitation center.
Yes, absolutely. And guess who else is on board? Our publicist and Luke. They love the idea.
They love the idea.
They get that it's a big picture idea. They get that it's like a year and a half
She's
to
holding
2
my
years
hand
from now
now.
when we start that, because we also hope that the traction that we can gain from this self-employed record deal, really, we just gave ourselves a record deal, really is what just happened.
Yeah.
The whole team is like, we don't need a record. Sorry, we don't need a label. We can do this, just all of us.
We all invest in.
We'll all be a part of this. We can do this, right? So we like to think that we can leverage the growth and the platform from this album and the brand that we're going to continue to build, just making more content and the vlogs that will eventually come back as well.
Yeah, Beauty and the Bass will come back in a new way.
There's a plan. This is a long game plan though. And if you don't see the big picture, guys, if you're short-minded, this is not the place for you, because we talk about long-term goals. This is going to be a big thing. It's going to be a long time where we do a lot of stuff, but the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center will absolutely happen.
She's screaming me.
And everyone else, because everyone else sees that we mean it. It's just, we know that we don't start that now. We got a lot of other stuff going on. But when we can leverage the relationships and the shows and the places and the people that we meet, like to help, who also want to help us partner on that. We're looking for other partners on it.
Carrie Underwood brought us a turtle 2 days ago.
She did. Carrie Underwood brought in a turtle to Walden's Puddle yesterday, which is pretty cool. She missed her by like 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
So, and that's like one of like many celebrities who come through there. So that's what Nashville is,
Yeah.
And we know that like we can eventually turn that into a place that is separate from us. Like I used to think, we'll get land out there and one part of it will be something that we're going to get, that's a whole other thing. I could talk about it forever. I'm not going to talk about it now. I love you guys. We've been here too long. I could just dive down. But this is not that moment.
We try not to blow y'all up with live streams. It's been an hour and 40 minutes.
Right.
And there's still 89 people here.
I love it. But this is the kind of stuff, like these are the kinds of things we can deep dive into on those quarterly live streams.
Yep.
Like we can really dive into like the dreaming and like you can visualize it with us.
And once we get these actually done and up, like these new Superfan levels, right now the live stream things are empty, but we will, once those are rolled out and ready to go and the announcement is made about Austin's last home free show and we have a more clear picture of what the rest of our year looks like, we're going to go ahead and schedule the first quarterly live stream. We're going to go ahead and get everything up. But I will say that videos and MP3s are already up. So when you sign up or move over, they will be there. Right. For the people who are currently on a level that is changing or moving on the 22nd, when that launches, your current situation will be replaced with that one.
Love it. So. Okay. Lastly, guys, if you have any burning questions, drop them in right now. We're going to stay on for maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. I want to say, do you like the new camera situation? Does this look better than before? Because I think it does.
Well, and now when I lean forward, you're out of focus, I think.
Yeah. It's good. But it's a nicer camera setup, right? How's the audio? Has the audio been good?
We're just using the computer audio. We don't have any extra.
It's not coming through.
No, I selected the computer audio.
Oh, nice. Cool. Nice. I mean, Mac's pretty good about
because we don't
like
have
that.
the microphone plugged in. If we had the microphone plugged in facing us,
next time we should do that. Next time we should get that, and see if it's better audio wise. Like
sealed lips and frequently asked questions. Thank you.
Audio is great. I love it. Everybody's awesome.
Both are great. Both
guys,
are great.
Thank you for listening to us to be so long-winded. Thank you for just like being here for that, because
it says expecto patronum.
Yep.
This one does.
That does. It's a Harry Potter reference. Google it if you don't know. Expecto patronum. But yeah, thanks for letting us be so long-winded. Seriously, it's a privilege to be able to
be ourselves,
to be just so here, because like this is eventually we'll probably go live on TikTok or Instagram and all that stuff, like maybe once every 2 or 3 months. But I don't ever want to be a live guy in those places.
Yeah,
you're too vulnerable there. And I don't like it because I want to be
random
this
troll
person.
accounts.
So this is we're gonna keep it pretty walled garden in this.
Can we get some merch with both of you on it?
Oh my God, that's a great idea. Luke will love it. Luke will love that idea. That's such a great idea. Love it. Send that in an email. Whoever just asked that question, just send an email so that we have
it down. How about that?
I guess that's probably the better thing. Yeah, you ain't got to send an email. Don't do that. Okay, I love you guys. I can talk all night. We should go. I love you. I love you guys. Thank you for being awesome.
He's going to shoot that idea down, but we'll try it.
He is not.
He's going to shoot that idea down.
She is overly humble. We got to work on that. Step into your power. She can sing too. Y'all just don't know
That's
it.
not true. Don't go telling people that, because that ain't true.
She's not a professional singer, but like 99% of the people in the world aren't. But she can sing. And it sounds good. And she sings with me, and it makes my heart full. I love
It
singing
took a
with you.
lot of therapy.
It took years
and
years
and
of us
lots of
dating.
crying before you even heard a peep out of
Yeah,
my
and
mouth.
and now you'll sing with me when we're listening to Ben Rector, or whoever it is.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
And I
Or
love
Mayday
it.
Parade.
I love it so much because we're gonna have kids one day, most likely. No promises, guys, but
Yeah.
most likely. And
It's a little bit more
and
nerve-wracking
we'll all sing with the
thinking
kids, too.
about having a child in a state where they will let me die in hopes that the baby will live. So
politics are
it's a
dumb
little
one.
scary, but we'll talk about it.
Well, the changing of the guard will happen, but it's okay. Okay, love is the most important thing. If you can't tell, just love.
Start with Amberly.
We wrote a
only
song
Zoom
yesterday.
call, so
Yesterday called "Just Love." You'll hear it
Yeah.
eventually. Guys, love is what matters.
Yeah.
That's what God's about. That's what the world's about. Thank you. That's what this place is about.
Yeah.
I love knowing that we can share that. I love you. Thank you for this.
Yeah.
Thanks for seeing our
We're
animals.
doing it.
It took a while, but the dogs finally calmed down. They're not used to us like talking like this at the beginning, but fortunately, eventually, they're like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
one of those things."
Oh.
We'll calm down.
Is
So-
he asleep behind me? He
Yeah,
is.
he is. I love you guys. Thank you. This is it. If you got any
We're
questions,
actually going by this time.
but last thing. Check the frequently asked questions. I love you guys. Do
You're
that.
so don't
Check
make
the
fun of me.
frequently asked
Okay.
questions.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.